Good evening. Unions are now threatening industrial action after Qantas confirmed plans to cut 5,000 jobs and $2 billion in spending to try to rescue the airline following huge losses. Chief Executive Alan Joyce will slash his own pay by a third, but unions say that's cold comfort to those joining dole queues.
His entrance was upbeat, but it was all downhill from there for Alan Joyce.
Today I announced that Qantas reported an underlying loss before tax of $252 million.
$235 million after tax, following a dismal performance from Qantas International, Qantas Domestic and Jetstar. Unacceptable, he said.
And the current position is unsustainable.
So, as a consequence of that first half loss, 5,000 staff will be cut over 3 years, spending slashed by $2 billion and a wage freeze for all. Mr Joyce will take a 36% cut to his $3 million plus salary, not that it's his fault.
For the past 5 years, Australia has been hit by a joint wave of new airline seats from foreign carriers.
Among the money-saving measures, 50 aircraft will be sold or delivery deferred, the $112 million sale of its Brisbane terminal lease, restructure of maintenance and catering, and the axing of the Perth-Singapore route. Of the job cuts, 1,500 are office roles. This morning they were filing in to hear the bad news. Pilots and cabin crews are also at risk. Unions reacted angrily, even threatening to strike.
Industrial action is something that the workforce should be considering as a tool that it has a right to do.
The airline's customers were left shaking their heads. How did it get to this?
I think it's very sad, and I think that perhaps Mr Joyce should look at his position.
Compared to other airlines, I don't know, they seem to have really lost the plot.
How can he support a company that doesn't support Australians?
A leaner Qantas, Alan Joyce says, with cuts to jobs and spending, but not, he guarantees, to its reputation for safety. But unions say 175 line maintenance workers will go.
As long as there's no change in direction from the Qantas board, there's no hope for the future of this airline.
Industry experts say under siege from Virgin, Qantas has a tough job, cutting back to survive while staying premium.
And even though corporate yields have gone through the floor due to this competition, they've got to maintain a high profile, high quality product.
I know it's a lot of pain for a number of people, but they really have to get their cost structure under control because they are simply too expensive compared to their competitors.
Unions will meet Qantas tomorrow to discuss the future, but many of their workers won't have one.
I've never seen such despondency amongst the staff that I saw in the last 24 hours.